Remember if I said that if I continue on with this anime, I might do another anime review for it? Well, I'm on episode 6 right now, which may be not a lot to you, but hey, listen, it's not a lot to me as well, mainly because I've been grinding on Rivals. But that's besides the point though. There's stuff I do want to talk about this. Toradora is just being put on hold for right now. I love that anime, but I got stuff to say more for this anime. Some of my questions I had from before was answered, so there's that. But hey, that's besides the point though. The first part I want to talk about is when they about to go to sleep. Everything was normal, saying good night for each other, but Nasa couldn't sleep at all just because he knows that he's sleeping nearby his wife, but she was knocked out just like that on her end. So he decides to turn around, and when I tell you he's about to see something that he never expects, because the first thing he sees that she puts her feet up out of nowhere, and it's like, yeah, they ain't really too bad, I guess. Then her hair undoes herself and she rolls off her futon. So Nasa, being a W boyfriend, and fixes most things up for her, but then he was about to go do something ridiculous and almost try to kiss her while she was asleep. Like, hold up, bro, calm down, calm down. I know she's your wife, but it's not no. But he managed to restrain himself, but then soon after she immediately gets up, and bro thought he was cooked right there, as you can tell. But that was not the case, because she was still asleep. Well, I practically will say half asleep. And the only reason why I'm saying that because there's one part right here, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize it at first until I looked at this again. And it makes me wonder, am I supposed to see this? Probably yeah, probably not. But anyways, she out here getting a glass of water with her eyes closed. Then she just walks towards Nasa and just straight up stands behind him. Nah, that would be just bad creepy, just having to deal with that situation. I'm sorry. Like, imagine they started to whisper as well, saying, I seen you staring at this one girl for a little bit too long. That was 1 second too long. And they pull off a withered Bonnie moment. Yeah, bro. But then Tsukasa falls onto him and takes away his whole entire blanket, leaving him in the cold throughout the entire night. The worst part about the situation, he couldn't do nothing about it at all. He just had to watch everything unfold. But in the next morning, she woke up like nothing happened. But she was wondering a lot about her hairstyle, how she got Nasa's blanket, and Nasa over here is just cheesing. But right after that, she started to change to cook something for him. And that's practically the end of that episode. But the next episode, there's something else I want to go talk about. Not her just trying to cook something for him, which it looks mad good by the way, but a different scene, which they're both at a public bathhouse, and bro gets embarrassed from someone he knows frame 1. But after all that, he let her know that he's married now, and she was shocked about it, which is a valid reaction. So she decided to let Tsukasa go through for free, just so that she can have a one-on-one chat with Nasa, because she wanted some answers. So once she heard of some of the stuff that she wanted to hear, she was like, you should have told my sister this as well. And he was wondering why he should, and she was like, you know what, it's best to leave her in the dark for now. And I'm like, oh no, I know these type of situations from before, and if it's what I think it is about her, if she just actually likes him, then oh brother, I have no words to say about that. All I gotta say, it does leave stuff on the table for sure. But now we fast forward to a different scene where Tsukasa was making sure she was all by herself, and she goes to the hot bath to relax, but someone was there as well, and of course it was her sister, and she was apologizing for literally everything just because she heard everything what Tsukasa was saying. So she tried to repay it to her by giving her a wash as well, even if it was by force. But throughout the whole entire situation, these basically got to know each other. Now here is one of the parts I wanted to go talk about. I decided to ask a question about what's the thing between her and Nasa, and then soon after she assumed that if they're related or something, Tsukasa said yeah, I guess, without correcting her. Then she went on saying that, oh, you're just a younger sister. And when I tell you, that's just setting up the flames even more, because I can tell later on down the line it's not going to be good at all. I'm telling you this right now, because she's going to figure out the hard way, and her feelings is going to get hurt, and things is not going to be pretty. She's going to be like, Nasa, tell me the truth. Are you doing the Alabama stuff, or you're just lying to me about something? Like, I don't know, it's something random, I guess. Something will happen, and the situation would not end well. And after the whole entire situation as well, Tsukasa was even jealous about her as well. All I gotta say is, man. But here's potentially the last part I do want to talk about. I will talk about another thing, but I'm not too sure. I'll just see how I'll feel. And the thing I want to talk about, when Tsukasa was about to go cook for Nasa, but she got interrupted by her sister, when she found out her location after she ran away. So Tsukasa was trying to have no part into this, and she immediately closed the door on her. But of course her sister's not trying to leave just because of that. So she opened up the door on her again just to tell her some things, and add a cherry on top, she told her that she was married as well, and closed the door on her again. And once that happened, she was crying on their stairs, and conveniently enough, that's when Nasa decided to come back, and that's when he decided to go cheer her up. And then he question on why she was crying. As soon as after she told about the situation, about how she finally found Tsukasa after running away, and she wants to bring her back. And while they were talking, Tsukasa conveniently goes outside and sees Nasa. And that's when she tried to pull up the brakes and like, wait a second, y'all two are together? So once they confirmed it to her, she wasted no time and kidnaps Nasa out of broad daylight. And the crazier part about everything, Tsukasa was not worried about it. She knows something that we don't, because when she had that type of reaction, she's like, oh yeah, they'll be back, or I'll easily get them back. Like, bro. Meanwhile, we see them back at their house, and she plans to Photoshop him with another female and send it to Tsukasa to the point that she divorces him. So she got both their maids to do the job, and one of them misunderstood the assignment, but she created enough distraction to the point that he's able to run away. So while Nasa was trying to find an exit, he came across his room with a literal moon rock, and it was also Tsukasa's. So while bro was admiring it, one of the maids came out with bloodlust. And yes, I literally mean bloodlust. And yes, I mean what I said, because she came by basically asking no questions why he was in the room, and she was ready to slash him with her sword like she's magic. All I gotta say is a good thing that she missed, but she almost broke in something that would have been terrible. But Nasa came in clutch and fixed the situation, and once everything was situated, both of the maids wasted no time for what they were supposed to do and managed to Photoshop Nasa. But Tsukasa was there, and she was fuming about the situation, so she decided to take Nasa, and they actually just escaped. And they even used a secret passageway all the way to this church. And once Nasa seen this site, he uses it as an opportunity and managed to get a kiss in. W Nasa. And I'm not gonna lie, this is the end of this video. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy how some things happen in this anime, and it's like, dude, what, why? Or like, you makes you question, but yet it's been answered. And honestly, I'm still on episode 5 as of right now, and it's been a little bit for me making this. And yeah, I'm going to continue on watching it. Toradora would 1000% be next. No more excuses for it. Shout out to my other channels, to my Nintendo channel, my Twitch as well, Overwatch/Rivals channel. But that's the point though. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in a different video. And if not, I'll be a good life. I love y'all. Stay blessed.